That's my roof. What's going on? Oh my lord, that's better. Hello everybody, hopefully you can hear me. If you can, please let me know in the chat. Oh my lord. Vogel and I went out for dinner. It was kind of an impromptu thing and I ate way too much, so I am incredibly full. Oh no. Gosh, I can hear myself. That's awful. I don't want to hear myself. No, that's not what I wanted. When I'm live streaming, I usually put it on my computer so that I can see what you guys can see. So in theory, I can line things up nicely. Because otherwise I have to keep like getting out of my chair and looking at my phone and it's just messy. Hello, hello. So good to see all of you here for another impromptu live. I've been enjoying these. I think they're a bit of fun. I'm getting a little bit better at being live. Not super lots better. There is still a lot of work to be done, but my confidence level is growing slowly. Alrighty, so yesterday we set up my journal. We set up a weekly spread for me for next week. Today we are back into Vogel's journal. So last time when we were together, we finished off Aerodactyl, we colored him in, and we made the quote part for our Pokedex, and now we're continuing on with our monthly log. So I have gone and stuck these in. I was going to spare you watching me no, we're not going to swear. Spare you watching me fiddle around with my tape roller. Yeah, that was a bit of a process because the letters are fragile, you know, especially the ones that have like the S in particular. You like stick down the tape and then you try to pull it up and like rip the letter like somebody did over here. I wonder who that was. Anywho, so we have our calendar boxes in. That's looking pretty good. You can see I've cut out some little Pokemon. We're going to put them around the page. I'm thinking Squirtle might tuck into this corner. Oddish has to look cute somewhere, so maybe Oddish can go over here. And then Mew floats, so Mew can be like chilling up here. Not too sure about Cubone. Maybe we will put little Cubone down here, but we will put some numbers in first. I can see that people can see me. That's exciting. Alright, so obviously today we're live streaming a little bit later than we did yesterday. I am also planning on doing another live stream tomorrow, probably at like 8 o'clock AM my time, so a mere 12 hours from now, just so that we can try and catch some other people too, because, you know, it's nice to check in with all the people. Much like Vogel did, I have managed to mutilate my finger, only minimally though. Mine will not be requiring any stitches. I plugged my computer in to the projector today and then just like completely slipped and then but it's not as bad as his. I think we'll be okay. I won't need antibiotics and I won't be needing stitches. Aw, yay! I'm glad to hear that you're decorating your Bujo too. It's exciting. We're gonna all work on things together. It's like just a Bujo hangout. I'm going to start by numbering my calendar. So just using the same kind of color that I've been using on the weekly. Not going to actually show you the weekly because it's got Vogel's personal notes in there. He might not want to share that with the internet. There we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I think once I've numbered this, we'll put on our background music as well. All the good stuff. I am so glad that the first week of school is over. It felt like such a mission to get through. Oh my gosh, it's been so warm and I don't deal well with heat. And towards the end of the week, it wasn't even just warm. It was like warm and muggy, which is an even better combination. So when you're wearing your mask and constantly talking because you're trying to instruct the children, and then it's hot and muggy and blah, like, no, not really my kind of party. I'm very much looking forward to cooler weather where the mask keeps my face warm in a good way, not in a like gross muggy way. There we go. 19 to 20. Oh no, Leaf is still held in captivity. He's still in the box, chilling with the pieces of paper. I was actually going to send you guys a picture earlier because I found a whole bunch of more like ketchup packets. I might send it in Discord after this, but I thought it was quite funny to see like how much of a stash of ketchup I seem to have for like no reason, because I have a bottle of ketchup in my house. I don't really need as many ketchup packets as I do have, but it feels bad to like, you know, throw them away. I'm trying not to waste stuff. It's just like, I go to Macca's and ask for like a ketchup packet and they give me 6. I'm like, well, you're probably not going to take them back because I've manhandled them now. Anywho. So, in terms of our Pokemon putting into journal, I'm going to be doing the same trick that I did with these guys. So, taking the picture, flipping it over, scribble, scribble, scribble with the pencil, and then transferring that to the journal. Ooh, I'm excited for you, Tammy. That's exciting. I've got my fingers crossed for you. Yay. Cooler weather is going to be so nice. I need that. My brain needs that. I'm currently sitting in my den of solitude, also known as my office, just with the cooler on and our little corridor curtain closed to keep all of the cool in, so that then I can enjoy my time here. Because yeah, going out for dinner, it was kind of like hot-ish in the restaurant, and it's an all-you-can-eat place. So when you eat a whole bunch, you get warm, and then it was already warm because it's summer, and then it was warm because we're in a restaurant. So I'm like, I need to get out of here. I need to be in my cold place. It is technically cooler here, I think. It's just that when we got the rain today, it wasn't like satisfying rain. It just made everything like humid. So that was a bit of a bummer. Okay, see if we can turn our music up so we can hear it, but it's not too loud. If it gets too loud, you guys will let me know. I'm sure. I'm sure you'll do that for me. Alright. So, flipping ourselves back over. I think we'll start with Squirtle. That one's going to be a nice, easy one to start with. We need a pencil with a dark lead. Or like a dark graphite. I find that HB usually works. This is just a very blunt pencil. And I need to draw an outline of where Squirtle is so I don't colour the whole thing in. Because there's not much point in colouring where I don't actually need to. This is a little tail, his little leg. I know you guys can't really see what I'm doing, so I'm kind of trying to hold it up to the light. There we go. And his little leg. So that is effectively him from the other side. So I can colour that space in. Because yeah, I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if I messed up Squirtle's features. Squirtle's a total cutie. Yes, send the cold to me. I would love that very, very much. Yeah, 29. Oh god, no. No, 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 no. I can't do that. Anytime I go over to like my parents' place in Melbourne and in summertime, I'm just like, how do you guys survive here? Like, and then that one summer that we went to Perth, I was just like, oh my god, no. This is not comfortable living at all. Not for me. Not my cup of tea. There we go. Got a little Squirtle. Looks pretty cute. Have I shown you guys my Squirtle? I'll find it. Come here, Puddles. So, this is my Squirtle. Yeah, he's pretty cute. He's got like little dancing feet. Probably very difficult to see from this angle, but he's a cutie. My little plush. You can sit down here, buddy. Go back to drawings. So now as we've got the pencil on the back, we can washi tape him into the corner so he doesn't move, because we don't want him to like slip and then have cattywampus features. So I need some washi that I don't particularly like because it's not really my kind of color palette. We can stick him down to the page so he does not move. There we go. Little cutie can sit in the corner right here. That looks reasonable. So when it comes to outlining the picture, what I typically like to do is use a colored pen so I can really easily see which lines I have and haven't gone over. So like when we did these ones, I used a red pen just because it showed up a lot like better to actually be able to see the lines that I had done. Soup. There is me. Clicky red pen. Alrighty, let's do it. Start with his little cute eyebrows. So he has like a lot more detail in his eyes compared to the guys on the front. I hope that we can do justice with him. He's got a little belly, very cute. Okay. Tilt myself over here. Focus, Jess. Focusing. This pose is exactly how I imagine my little Squirtle plush to act, because he has these kind of like slightly kicked out legs, so he kind of looks like he's dancing. Or going like, ta-da! You cutie. Oh my gosh, it's almost 3 a.m. No! Sleep is good for you, but also like, hey, if you're gonna be somewhere, we would love to have you here with us. And it's nice that we can work on our journals together. There we go. Little hands. Little short fingery bits. I have not seen your ruler. Sorry, Tammy. I hope that you find your ruler, though. I'm not too sure what pen I'm going to use to outline him, because he's a fair bit smaller than the Charizard and the Aerodactyl were. So I don't know if I want to use quite as thick a pen, because I don't want to like lose his features by using a really thick black marker. I might have to have a think about that one, and actually probably consult like the pictures on the front page to see what size pen I actually used on them, because in my mind I'm like, oh yeah, I totally used an M size, but thinking about like that's the thickness of the M size, I probably didn't. So that'll be something to look at. Because I could probably make my piece with the S size on a drawing this big. Yeah, might not be too bad. No, part of me was just like, should I just cut the pictures out and stuck them in? But then going around all of his little, like, hands and feet, that would have been a little bit of a mission. And I kind of like the hand-drawn look as well. I actually prefer drawing them in, even if they don't get, like, 100% color match. Because I certainly am gonna have a little bit of a time trying to find a yellow that looks like this, I think. I think that one's gonna give me the most strife. Yeah. Oh, excellent. Hello, thank you. I'm glad that you made it. Harmonial. Tobias. Yeah, I could have used the damn cricket. I need to get my cricket set up. Disappointed in myself. I will get it set up this year. That is like a goal, because it's on my 22 and 22 list. 22 22s in 2022 is to do 22 like cricket projects. I think I was supposed to show you guys my 22 and 22, 22 22s in 2022. That one yesterday, but I totally forgot to actually do that. So I might show you guys this one, or maybe we can leave it till tomorrow and do it then instead. There we go. Little squiggle tail, very cute. I love Squirtle. I think Squirtle's great. I think if I was going to pick a Gen 1 starter, I'd probably pick a Squirtle. Like, Charizard's pretty cool and stuff, but Squirtle's it's just where it's at. See, I have a printer, and it sucks. Okay, so my printer was supposed to be able to take extra large, like, ink cartridges, and so I bought, like, 2 sets of all of the colors, like the black and the magenta and the yellow, whatever, and it just doesn't. Like, it literally says on the printer that it will take it, and it doesn't take them, so it serves me right for buying an HP. Like, I never like to buy HP, printers in particular, products in general kind of a thing, but printers in particular. And then I did it, and I'm sad, and I only have myself to blame. Should have just followed my rule. We don't buy HP printers. Good morning / evening. It is evening here, 8:45 p.m. I think I've missed a question, haven't I? Let's see. Scrolling up. I've probably lost it. I'm still learning to actually check in with the chat properly. Because when I'm doing this kind of stuff, I can't really look up and watch it. It's almost like... I'm gonna call them a sous chef, but that's not what I mean. I need like somebody here to be like, yo Jess, you have a question. Pay attention. There we go. Put his cute little eyes in. Then we need to draw on his cute little mouth. Yeah. Probably put in some of the features, like when I did the Aerodactyl, for instance, I knew it had like certain parts that were shadowed, so I liked to draw kind of some faint lines in there for myself, like quite faint, just so I could see where I needed to put those shadows. There we go. Put those on the tail as well, so that we know we need to go over those places a little bit more, just to get that slight shadowing effect. And like, I say have to, you don't have to do anything, but I would like to. Yeah, like a moderator, kind of, but a moderator that can sit here and actually talk to me. I effectively just need to employ Vogel to sit beside me and like read the chat as you guys, you know, chat, and say, oi, Jess, there's a question you need to look up. I don't know if anybody's in the area and they want to come over and be my moderator. I have a spare chair for you. It's not very comfortable, but it exists. There you go, cute little face. And the nice part about just washi taping it from the top is that, like, if I want to check the progress, I can just flip it up and see, like, ta-da, little Squirtle, make sure I've got my lines in. For instance, this little shadowing line here I want to put in. And I also want to put in this shadowing line, so I know where it has to be a little darker. A little bit up here. Oh, I figured out why I decided to do a theme of Pokemon. And that's because I think World Pokemon Day or something like that is on the 25th of February. So that was the reason that I actually picked it. And then it just happened to align with Arceus coming out as well. Drink break. I think I've gone over all of his features now. He looks pretty good. I mean, he looks a little aggressive here because he doesn't have quite as happy a face in my version, but he's still cute. Alright, we can take him off. Beautiful. Look at you. Aren't you so cute? I kind of tried to size these guys to be not like exactly in proportion to Charizard and Aerodactyl, but like distinctly smaller, because I was originally intending on having them on the same page, and then it didn't really happen. So, considering they're now on this page, I probably would have liked my Squirtle to be a little bit bigger, but he is fine. I am not freehanding no Squirtles. Cutie. Yeah, Wellington suburb. Excellent. Goatee and Kiwi. So, okay, we were checking, weren't we? We were going to check to make sure. Yeah, I must have used the S size here, and that doesn't look too bad, actually. I think that the S size should be fine for the little Squirtle. We just have to make sure now that we only go over the lines that are like, I don't know, the actual outline, not the parts we put in because we wanted to highlight where the shadows were, if that makes sense. Freehand Squirtle zone, good for you. Not for me. No freehand and no Squirtles. This is a freehand Squirtle free zone. Yeah. Yeah, like the Squirtle squad leader with the little sunglasses. Maybe if I munt his eye, I may well do that. Okay. The little arm. And then cursor read. And with a little shell curves that way. That went a little bit skew-if because my hand decided to go bleh. But it's alright. Just adds character. It's fine. And I'm pretty sure Vogel won't notice. Yeah, free hand, free zone. Look at that cute little tail. Oh, so happy with that. Our little flayed out feet. Something that I find quite interesting about Pokemon is like what the Pokemons? Is that a thing? Pokemons? What the Pokemon are based on. Like, so obviously Squirtle's like a turtle. Yeah. I mean, I say obviously, I assume. But like, things like Oddish, like that's what, like a radish? Which is quite cute, a little blue radish. And then, isn't Executor? No. Execute's the little eggs. Executor's the tree, right? That's based on like an actual tree that has a name that's like related to dragons or something. Which is why it's a supposed dragon type. Isn't that what it is? I mean, I don't play a lot of Pokemon, do not quote me on these things, but I think that that is something that is a thing. Should get the Pokemon expert up here. But he's downstairs playing Pokemon, so he will be of little to no help right now. It's great because obviously he really enjoys Pokemon. I watched it as a kid, but I'm not gonna go out and buy the game or anything right now. So he gets like really into it and he's like telling me, he's like, and this one has these stats, but this one's weak to that thing, and rah rah rah, and I'm just like, I don't care. I really don't care, but he's excited about it, so that's good at least. It's good to be excited about things. I'm gonna try and draw this in without going skew-if. That's alright. Okay, come on. You know that you need to turn your journal. You are a big believer in turning your journal to make your life easier. We should just do it. Especially considering his face is very circular shape, and making a nice curve on a circle free-handed is not one of my best skills, but we persevere. I'm sure he will look cute all the same. He can just have a little bit of a lumpy head. He'll be fine. Good job, cutie. Little shell in the back. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying the new game. I, obviously not being a Pokemon player, have not played it. Vogel's just been really bummed because obviously with his busted hand he hasn't been able to do a lot of playing just because it's not really all that good for him. But his friend who is also into Pokemon has been messaging him heaps being like, oh, I caught this shiny, oh, and I caught this one, oh, and I'm up to this part, and Vogel's just like, wah wah wah. He wants to play, but he just hasn't really had much of a chance to do it yet. Okay, we turn you around to draw on your little smile. Make you look happy. Little happy camper. Okay. Just put you here so we can actually have a little bit of a reference, because I think I might have gone a little curvy on that part. And then it kind of curves over and over. That looks happy. He looks happy. He doesn't look too aggressive with his little eyebrows. That's the thing about eyebrows, like they can really change the shape of a face. Like, what? Let's see, do we have a spare piece of paper somewhere? Yes, here we go. So if we take, what? A face with a smile. There we go. And we add like, you know, it's kind of like maybe a little bit apprehensive. And then if you do this, it's like, great, now it's evil. I don't know, can we try something else? And then it's like, kind of like, inquisitive face. And then if we do like, shock, alarm, yeah. Eyebrows are interesting like that. They, yes, very much dictate the emotion of a face, even if it's like a smile the whole time around. But the best one would have to be the evil eyebrows. And if you draw it down like this, it becomes like an evil monobrow. There we go. Put that one to the side. Yeah. You can tell him if he completes the research page for a specific Pokemon and makes the shinies more likely to appear. Oh, okay. I will pass that along to him. I'm not sure if this is something that he already knows. You know, obviously he knows a lot more than I do, but he has been, yeah, just a little bit bummed out because he wants to play and enjoy his game while everybody else is still playing and enjoying the game, but he also can't do a whole heap of it right now. There we go. Cool little hands. Just go down here to there. And that one goes here. Yeah. I probably should have done this one in the extra small size, because like the fine details in the middle. But we have done what we have done, and we will continue on with it. That kind of just cuts across, eh? Beautiful. It's fine if it's not perfect, as long as it looks like a Squirtle. Boom. Now for the eyes. This is the part that I really don't want to stuff up. I can't draw from this angle though, so I'm gonna flip it around. But I'll leave my reference picture here so that I can kind of see what it should look like from this angle. Because I find that's kind of the problem with throwing things upside down, is that you don't really know what they look like until you turn them around, which can sometimes change the whole look of things. I'm sure Vogel will love him all the same. Again, with little eyes, curving up to there, going up to the other side, and then with the white, and the white. That does not look the same, but that is okay. And then down the black, and then we'll turn it around before we color it in, just to check. Yeah, that looks pretty alright. That doesn't look too bad. We'll color this part in black, and then that bottom part will be that kind of darker brown color. There's little eyes, so cute. There we go. Good job, buddy. And I think that his coloring won't be quite as bad as some of our other guests because they have colors that were just like hard to match. So this shouldn't be too bad. Let's see. Drink break. So yeah, because I don't have, every time people say AC, I think Assassin's Creed, Animal Crossing. I don't have Animal Crossing either. Vogel effectively refuses to get it. He's the only one with the Switch in the household. But, yeah. It looks cute. It's just, from my understanding, it takes a lot of kind of like time to build up your island. I started erasing my lines too early. I wasn't supposed to do that. Well, we've done what we've done now. Yes, Leaf is still in his box. Leaf will not be leaving his box for a little while. Maybe at some point. To color now or to continue with more drawings? I actually don't know how many of these I want to do because it is time consuming. Let's see. I need to at least put Oddish in, because if I don't put Oddish in, I will be like personally offended. So we'll put our Oddish in at least. He can sit in here like the cutie that he is. Look at his tiny face. Oh, so precious. Too precious for this world. There we go. So, putting in our pencil first with the darker pencil lead. So, trying to find where Oddish is versus where Oddish is not, so we don't have to color in the entire back of the image. Excuse me while I tilt myself down here so I can actually see what I'm doing. There's foot and the foot. And some leafy bits, little leafy bits. And around there, and around there, and around there. Good. There we go. So, on this side, like this. On this side, like this. See, I was thinking of putting a Pokemon up here, but I'm thinking that I might, like, put a Pokeball there instead to kind of go with the, like, floating Pokeballs we have on this side. Because I kind of like the idea that Oddish is just, like, cheeky and, like, looking around in wonder. Also, he looks kind of like he's gotten lost and he's, like, walking away from his friends that are all going to be, like, over here. Oddish is the best. He's such a cute Pokemon. Every time I tell Vogel that Oddish is my favorite, though, he looks at me in dismay like, you are making a poor choice. Because, yeah, he would still be pretty cute up there. But he's cute down here. We're going to stick him right there. Again, washi tape him on so he does not move. And then we will do the red line over the top. Don't need quite that much, Jessica. Calm down. So this is little Oddish. Oh, you're so cute. We love you so much. I'm going to just tilt him slightly like that. That looks cute. Little Oddish. Now, red pen, so we can see which lines we have and haven't put in. Just draw a leaf, a leaf. I think for this one we are going to have to do the finer details with the extra small pen, because I don't think it'll look very, or at least won't look quite right if we do the thicker pen in terms of those, like, central leaf parts. Yeah. Turn this way. Actually, we'll rest our hand on the book rather than trying to hover with our hand in midair, which is incredibly uncomfortable. I do very much appreciate this tracing trick, though, because like I said before, I was not going to be freehanding this Pokemon. Not the business. I was just like, I knew I would not be able to forgive myself if the features weren't pretty much spot on, or at least pretty bloody close to. And, you know, it'll transfer at me, so it's so much easier. Look at your little mouth. So cute. I need to get myself an Oddish plushie. I have not found one yet, though. It will be part of my collection. It will be one of my most prized possessions. Cause wasn't there something else that had like a little onion? It was like a little green and white onion, and it was a mascot for something. I cannot remember what it was a mascot for, but I don't even remember what its name was, honestly. I don't believe it was a Pokemon thing. I think it was for something else, like some kind of other online gaming thing. Big shrug. Okay. See, I like Oddish as well because Oddish is like way easier to draw than other Pokemon. Like, look at him! What a gem! beautiful little man. There you go. So this is the M size. Put that down immediately. We're gonna draw the small lines in first before I accidentally forget that I was gonna draw the small lines, just to make life a little easier. There we go. And I think I might use small lines around the eyes as well, because the eyes will just kind of, I don't know, drown out a little bit otherwise, because they are very little, and I want to be able to like still color them in and have them look like little red dots. Make my own Pokemon. That'd be funny. Just like hide a random Digimon in here. He'll be like, wait a minute, that's not right. Pretty sure he knows like all of the Pokemon. We do like, sometimes, okay. Sometimes when we're going to bed, and this is like very rarely, not so much at the moment because we're both zonked all the time, but sometimes when we go to bed we play like games like I'll try and name a Pokemon in every like typing, yeah? So like electric, steel, rock, all of that. Or maybe we'll do a game where it's called like you have to like explain something kind of badly because you don't know anything about it. So I would explain the plot of like a Yu-Gi-Oh movie or something, and he'd explain the plot of Sailor Moon. And it's just kind of interesting to hear what we do get right and which we do not get right. Things like that. It's just something fun we like to do. I can't remember why I got onto that topic. You got a cute little leafy boy. Take a little bit of creative license with you. Make your leaves a little curvy. Dum, 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 dum. There we go. So cute. Yeah, fantasy Pokemon. See, okay. Somebody mentioned yesterday, I think yesterday in the live stream, the idea of fantasy football, and I don't get what fantasy football is. Do you like make up your own football characters, or is it like the idea that you make up your football team from people who actually exist in the footballing world? But then how do you like play? Like, how do you know who's winning at fantasy football? I don't really understand. Okay, so you pick football teams from like real players. Okay, that makes a little more sense. And then is it like based on stats or something that you decide who wins, or? And is it stats from like an actual season, or you get points depending on what, like, okay. During the fantasy game or during like a real game? Glad you guys know this. Like, this is not common knowledge for me. Probably because we don't really have like football here. Hello, Marguerite. Glad that you could make it here with us. Wait a second. It's 12:08 a.m. midnight. What are you doing up? Go to sleep. Okay, so it's based on each game each week, like the real game, not the fantasy game. Yep. Okay, I guess that makes sense, kinda. That looks good. You're a cutie, my friend. He's a little pudgy in the back, but we like it that way. He's cute. There we go. So we've got this guy, and I think we'll color them in before we do any more. So I'm gonna need a light blue that's actually a light blue. Let's see, where's my testing paper? Like my Jolteon, but I think that I'm gonna leave Jolteon off because that's too many lines. I'm gonna mess that up. That looks pretty reasonable, right? Yeah, alrighty. No, smudge, but it's fine. And I erased my lines before as to where I need to put my shadows, like a fool, but it's fine. We can just improvise them, build up some color. Looking cute. We don't really have a lot of shadowing on the face. We have like a little bit around here, but not very much. Do the ANOs fit in the bubble courier bags? I would expect them to. Do you mean like in their box or out of their box? They must though, they must, because I've sent 2 journals in their boxes overseas. So, and I would have used the bubble ones for them because, you know, I want things to arrive safely. So there must be a bag that they fit in. And I don't think I would have paid for a bag that was too big. I don't understand the VOM comments because I've been getting a couple of those. And I'm not sure if it's like a website link that I certainly do not want to go to, or if it's actually meant to mean something and I'm just not down with the kids enough to know what it is. Ah, okay, they spam. That's good to know. Thanks, Tammy. I'm glad that you're onto it. Because I know that I can, like, control settings from here and, like, remove things and stuff like that, but I'm not very good at keeping up with it. There we go. Cute little feet. Look at you go, my friend. The shadowing correctly, and then his blue is done. And then we need to find the yellow, which is probably the part that I was most apprehensive about in terms of being able to find a color that works. And of course, I put my color swatch journal away like a fool. Where are you? Alright, I need to go get that journal. What I'd really like is if at my desk I had proper storage for like putting my journals on my desk so they could be stored here, and then I wouldn't have to walk back and forth to get my stuff all the time because they would live here. Do you have a Discord for your group stuff? Group stuff like you guys, like my community? Yes. Or group stuff like something else? We do have a Discord for our JashiiCorrin community. It's called, the JashiiCorrin community server. Should be linked in the description box if you want to join, if you are not already a member. So, finding a yellow that doesn't suck. My mind kind of goes towards the 090, but it is quite bright. But I know Vogel also said he didn't mind bright, so it might not be bad. If we could find it. It is with all of my pens from February. Ugh. Ah. Ugh, what a mess. Yeah, alrighty. That one there. That'll do. We'll use that one. That was cute. And then we will need to find a kind of like burnt orangey brown kind of color for his shell, because I don't really want to use a brown. I would prefer to use an orange, but I don't think I have an orange that's like subdued enough for his shell. We will cross that bridge when we get to it. There we go. Put these boys over here so we can do our coloring in. You come back. You're my reference. Especially for my shadows. I think the shadows on this one are gonna have to be done with like a grey or something instead of the yellow, because the yellow doesn't really build up in the same way that the blue does. It's actually not as bright I was expecting it to be, so that's not too bad. I think it looks pretty cute. Pretty cute. Yeah, we're in all the corners of the internet. We got the Facebook going, we got the Instagrams, we got the Discord, we on the YouTube, and we got the Patreon. Excellent. Glad to have you as part of our Discord team. I quite like Discord. I like that it's kind of more like chat based. And it just kind of feels chill in there. I feel like I can just kind of post like random messages rather than on the Facebook group. I feel like I need to be a little bit more like presentable. Like it needs to have more of a point. So that is the yellow done. Beautiful. Ow, that was my finger. I got that caught in the box. Dang it. Alrighty. This pink color for the mouth. Yeah, that looks good. We'll put his little tongue. Blurg. Oh, so cute. I love Squirtle. I love Squirtle so much. And then in the corners of his mouth, it's kind of like that darker red-brown color. So I will put in this one, methinks. There you go. There you go. Aw, thank you, Alex. It's kind of interesting, you know? I find that, like, in certain places I need to be a little bit more filtered. Like, I find that, like, at least on my YouTube, I feel a little bit more comfortable being a bit more, like, authentic self. But then on Instagram, I feel like I need to be more put together, and I don't actually know why that is, because it's like kind of the same community, roughly. It just feels different on a different platform. And then, you know, be my truest self in my Patreon and all of that kind of thing. Plans for Waitangi, not so much. Vogel and I were gonna go see Scream tomorrow, but I don't have anything planned for like Monday or Sunday or anything like that. Probably just trying to get back on top of all the things that I have completely dropped the ball on. I need to edit my video for Sunday, which will probably happen tomorrow at some point. Yeah. Well, thank you, Melinda. It's nice to know I can be myself. Drink break. Yeah, Vogel and I were gonna go see Scream, I think. Wouldn't have been last weekend, it must have been... Was it the weekend before? I don't even know if it was out the weekend before. But we were gonna go see it a little earlier on, but it just did not come to fruition. Alrighty, I think I might... I don't really want to use a red for the shell, but I feel like that's the closest thing that I'm gonna have to, like, that color. I might go over that with an orange, just to subdue it a little bit. I might do the same thing for his eye, because that is very red. Oh, he's so cute. I know I've said that like 20 times, but I'm just so chuffed. Rachel's bullet journal is set up for February. It is not set up for March. So I'm going to need to summon her back at some point to put in her March stuff for her. Need an orange. Oh, well, thank you for, like, even thinking of wanting to support my Patreon. That's very sweet of you. I've been pretty excited about working on my Patreon and, like, building things up through there. That is not orange enough. So, like, offering more stuff wherever I can. And, you know, things that people actually want. That's the thing. It's, like, balancing value with actually able to fulfill this. With my time pressures due to my other employment. There you go. Yeah. Rachel keeps saying that I should start a Twitch, but I'm just, like, not really for it, because if I'm gonna do videoing, I'd rather do videoing through here. But, yeah. It could be a possibility to try out at some point, but I don't know if it would be something that I would, like, really stick with. She also keeps telling me I need to get TikTok, but that is not happening. Oh no, drop my pins on the floor. Got my green. Oddish. He's so cute. The problem with Oddish is that he doesn't have, like, clearly defined areas for color, whereas Squirtle, like, everything is contained, but Oddish is, like, just blends into the top. I'm also not probably gonna do the lighter green tips. I might just do everything in this green and darken up the kind of like base of the leaves. That might work better for me. 'Cause I don't have a green that's like light but not minty. Yeah. I don't... Okay, so the thing with TikTok is like Rachel sends me a bunch of TikTok things, which, you know, I'll watch when I eventually get onto TikTok and see all of the multitude of messages that she sent me. For the most part though, I just get sucked into Instagram Reels, because I'm like, it's the same thing, but it's on a platform I'm already using, so it's not too bad. Especially like when people are effectively reposting their TikTok stuff on Instagram. So, but no, Rachel says that I need to start making TikToks, and I'm like, no. Because I've been curious, like, with the idea of, like you were saying there, watching me play video games, like, doing a let's play of something, maybe on the vlog channel or something, just for the lols. I just don't know what I'd play. And I also need to find the time to play it. This kind of goes up a little higher on this side. Go, cutie little leaves. Little leafy boy. His eyes are filled with wonder. He's going on an adventure to find a leaf. There we go. That's pretty cute. Oh, green mop. Yeah, you can totally get Rachel to add you on TikTok. You guys can be buddies. Okay, I need a blue that doesn't suck. Let's see. This is why we have the swatch page. So we can do the checking. The checking, not the chicken. Alright. So, see, the blue again here is kind of subdued, and I know that Vogel doesn't really want subdued. I think I might go with the 258. And by that I mean 528, and I can read numbers. She lied. Oof. That is 526. That's the wrong one. We do not need that one. We need this one. I just think that that's kind of like, yeah, it's subdued but bright enough. I think that'll work well. There we go. I think that, like, the thing I get with TikTok is like, they do all these little things in these transitions, and I just couldn't. Especially, like, if you think about, you know, bullet journaling TikToks in particular, like, making those, but also wanting that content for my YouTube, so it'd be, like, filming top down like this in, what, horizontal mode? Landscape? But then having to, like, take the, because I use my phone as my camera, take that down and then film a little, like, scribble, flip the pen, which I can't do, and then smack the page with the pen, and then put the camera back up and keep filming for YouTube. I don't know, it just looks like it would be messy. Yes. Wait, was this the right pen? Yes. You already put the dot down now, so you're already committed to it, but where'd he come? Come back here. My tiny friend. Then we can put your shadowing in. I think my eyes look a lot more circular than they do in the picture, but it doesn't matter. He's still a cutie. Oh no! Don't color over his eye! Psycho woman! Beautiful. What, they have an Animorphs graphic novel? That's cool. I remember watching Animorphs. I don't remember how far I got. I remember there was a part with... Was there a character called Tobias in that? I think there was. Didn't he turn into a bird? I could be, like, totally way off base with this, so apologies in advance, but that just seems to ring a bell. And then there was the guy from X-Men. He was in it, right? I think. Big shrug. Yeah, he's kind of darker on his little bottom half here. Oh, he's so cute with his little face. Oddish is the best. A red-tailed hawk. Yeah. Because wasn't there like a thing with the idea of like he turned into a bird permanently? Or somebody like, you could only stay in your... Totally didn't name myself after Animorphs Tobias. Yeah, I don't remember if it was him or if it was like another person, but there was like somebody who turned into their animal permanently because like you could only stay in the animal form for so long or something like that. That like vaguely rings a bell. I have no idea if I'm just like talking shit or if that was an actual thing that happened. I'm just gonna use my crappy red pen to color his eye in because I'm pretty sure it's pretty much the right color. Look at you, such a cutie. Vogel's gonna be mad unimpressed. He's gonna be like, why you put a fucking Oddish in my journal? Well, suck it, Vogel, because Oddish is cute. Alrighty, and your mouth can be the same color as little Squirtle Squirt. Blessed. He is a little bit dark, but yeah, he looks more like a blueberry than a radish, but that's okay. We don't need that one anymore either. Say goodbye to those two. Because we can put the Cubone in and the little mirror. I'm just wondering if I really want to do that right this very second, because like we talked about in a previous one, I'm very much more of a like, I want to jump around and do like multiple different things in the journal rather than just doing the same thing repeatedly. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to set up Vogel's weekly for next week because he was complaining that it wasn't already set up. So, I know he's got stuff on this page, so I can't even show you, but, there we go. Flipping over. Vogel's weeklies are all the same every week. He wants to have 4 boxes per page, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7 of them are for days of the week, and the last one's for notes. And on those weekly boxes, we have a little section at the bottom where he can record what's for dinner. So that's what we're gonna do. We also have some little date label things up here so that we don't have to, you know, they're decorative. They add a little bit of the Pokemon touch to it without me having to draw a bunch more Pokemon because I'm feeling lazy. Let's see if we can get ourselves back into frame before we start doing that part. But yeah, I have vague recollections about Animorphs. I'm not too shabby on remembering what happened. Well, at least some of the main details. I'm pretty sure there was like one episode where I don't remember who it was, but they turned into like either a lion or a tiger, some kind of big cat. I remember that happening, but I don't know who it was or like for what purpose. I did quite enjoy them. I know that like we were into Animorphs, like the TV show, when I was a kid. So my mum bought us all the books. Like in particular, she bought them for my, for my brother. But I think that the pictures on the front scared him too much. So I don't think he actually ended up reading them. Because honestly, the pictures were kind of creepy. Like, yeah, these, metamorphosis shots of going from person to person with slight animal features all the way through to the actual animal. But it was kind of creepy. 6, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. There we go. That dot was not visible, so we're just gonna hope and pray that I'm putting this in the right place. Because that's a strategy that'll work. To 9, and then from 10 to 19. So all of our boxes are gonna be 9 centimeters tall. The nice part is, with Vogel's journal, I don't have to, like, think of different styles of weeklies to draw. Because, like, if I was doing my own journal, I get kind of bored using the same layout all the time. But for him, this is, like, what works. So, that's what he wants. That is what he will get. Am I the eldest? Technically, yes. So, like, I technically have 2 half-brothers. One of them is older than me. I do not know by how much because we're not really part of each other's lives. But my brother that's like my other half brother, but I just call him, he's my brother. The one that I actually lived with my entire life, he is 3 years younger than me. So. Okay, lovely, cute. Yeah, tiger morphs. Nice. Okay, so you're 6, you're 7. That is where we want that line. Doing all of our measuring, but no penciling in because we were feeling lazy. I figure, like, you know, this type of layout, it's pretty easy to get right, so I didn't really feel the need to, you know, now as I've said that, I'm going to stuff something up. I should not have said that. I take everything back. Please, bullet journal lord, do not spite me. But the structure of this layout is fairly, like, straightforward. It's fairly easy. So, yeah, Matthew, he is the one moving back to Welly. He is hopefully coming back in, like, September-ish, but we will see what happens with, you know, borders being open and whatever. But he's going to come back and do further study so that he can become a high school teacher in New Zealand. Yay, just like his older sister. What a choice. No, I think he'll enjoy it. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to him coming back because it's been a hot minute since I've seen him. It's been, what, like... I haven't seen him since mid-2019, I think? Something like that. Yeah, please don't strike me down, but your gods. Just remind me I forgot a post yesterday. Oh, well, I hope your post goes well now. I'm not sure if you're talking about you posting or, like, finding a post or something like that. I need to post on Instagram. I have been so slack. Like, literally last year I posted 40 times, and that's not even once per week. So feeling kind of disappointed with myself on that front. Not doing my my Insta fam any niceties there. Doing them a great disservice. Maybe, like, if they actually want to see my content. I mean, I assume that they follow me for a reason. Question mark, question mark, question mark. That reason could just be because they forgot to unfollow me. Question mark, question mark, question mark. So he is going back to study more science things because he wants to be a science teacher as well. I'm not too sure what field in particular he wants to study. I think it might be biology in particular, but he was going to do some other courses to scratch up on other areas of science. Because he technically already has a science degree, but it's in psychology, which is not a teaching subject that is approved by the teaching college, I think. Like, you can totally teach psychology at high school, but it's not one of the ones that they actually accept for the teacher college, I'm pretty sure. Now, in particular for this layout, one of the things that I do not want to get wrong is when I put in Vogel's meal planning section, I pretty much consistently forget that this box here is for notes. This box is not supposed to have a space for the meal plan. And I cocked that up multiple times in January, so I'm very hoping that we don't do that in Feb. Which is why we don't test the bullet journal overlords. No, I don't want them to make me stuff up my spread. My poor medium-sized pen is getting so blunted because I have a heavy hand. I don't mean to, but I do. Alrighty, where is the grey pen? Vogel has decided that he wants the little lines to be in a light grey kind of colour, but it's not the light grey that I use for pretty much everything. It's a different light grey, which means I need to find it. Somewhere. I have a sneaking suspicion that I left it out on my desk, but my desk is still a mess. That should be what one of our live streams is, just like Jess tidies up her desk. There we have it. Excellent. So yeah, this is the grey. This one here is the one that I use anytime I want to do last grey. This is the one that Vogel wants. It's kind of like a slightly bluish grey. Yeah. sticker post-it on the last box. That's a sensible choice. Sorry, I got the pen in my mouth. I really can't hear what I'm saying. I'm sorry about that. Right. No! Don't do it. As I was saying, I had a pen in my mouth. Apologies. I will stick the washi tape on it because it is handy. And I don't... Just checking. Yes, this is the correct way up. All good. I'm glad to hear that somebody would watch me clean up my desk on a live stream. We should also do a live stream of me destashing my washi tape because I need to make some more space for the new washi tapes that I have that I actually like, as opposed to the ones in the box that I barely use, which is problematic. Okay, so here's a problem. I find that in everyday, like, happenings, just, you know, existing in the world, there are multiple times where I start humming, like, the music that I use in my videos. Yeah, you should probably go get some sleep because that is late and I want you to feel well rested. But thank you for being here, and it's exciting that you're part of our Discord now. Good night and sleep well. Good job on making good choices about going to bed instead of staying here. Yeah. There we go. Our beautiful weekly is almost finished. See, I foolishly didn't print off a little label for this one though. I should have printed off a little N for notes, but I only have the initials for the days of the week. So I don't know how well you can see it, but I have started penciling in some little boxes around this one. I feel like if I go like this, you might be able to possibly see them. Yeah. So those ones there, they're just done using my Mathomat stencil, so that then all of the boxes are going to be like the same size, effectively. So, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we need a Friday and a Saturday as well. I am going to stencil around those before I cut, so I don't make a mess. Hello, thank you for being here with us. Alrighty. If you don't know what a Mathomat is, it is this. It says Mathomat. I got it when I was in like year 5. It's effectively a stencil with a bunch of different mathematical shapes on it, thus Mathomat. Ha, such good marketing. It's actually awesome though. I love this thing so much. Just to check, I don't actually know what size I'm using. I think it's that one. Yeah, that looks about right. Alright, need my pencil. I think I'm just using the light pencil, lining it up so that the letter is effectively in the center of the box, and then just drawing that on top, and then just cutting around it, and sticking it onto our page. Not too shabby. And the nice part is that because they're boxes, these are going to be way easier to stick down compared to on the monthly log where we cut out each of the characters individually. Where are my scissors? There we go. Oh, I actually haven't done these ones. Let's put those ones in first, I suppose. We'll try and do them all together. It's a sensible choice. There we go. But yeah, no, this thing is great. I mainly use it for the center part here because this is a 10 centimeter circle. So I'll use this on, like, say, my cover pages and when I want to make trackers and things like that. Let's see. They're freeing leaf. No, never freeing leaf. I got myself distracted. I didn't even put my second box in. My name is Jess. It is a pleasure to meet you. You can call me Jess, or you can call me Jashii if you want. Some people do. Or you could call me Miss Siachi, but it'd be a bit odd. Because you're not one of my students. There we go. Skizzles. Gorge. But yeah, the Mathomat's awesome. I don't know if it is linked below, but if you literally Google Mathomat, it probably comes up. I do believe they are only sold in Australia, but they're pretty cool. I like mine a lot. I use it often. because, okay, so when I did Vogel's original weekly, like the first one, instead of drawing the little boxes out and cutting around them, which is a much more sensible idea, I just used my guillotine and kind of cut at the top and at the bottom, and it wasn't necessarily straight. So that kind of bothered me. I figured that if I did it with the little boxes, then at least all of them would be a consistent size, and then I can position them a little bit better and make it look a little bit neater. Me skizzers. It just helps me remember how to spell things. It's like anytime I meet somebody called Phoebe, I actually in my mind call them Phoebe. Or Phoebe, that's the one. Phoebe. So I can remember how to spell their name. I try not to call that to their face, call them that to their face, because they'll probably be like, okay, what do you want? Phoebe. And I've gotten into this habit of anytime I meet somebody called Monica, I call them Mon Mon in my head. Like, oh, you are Mon Mon. I've been having a lot of fun with Rachel and Vogel's journals because I'm effectively getting to do themes that I wouldn't do myself. Like, I do like Pokemon, and I would like to do a Pokemon theme for myself one day, but not like this. Probably I would, like, pick one color palette of Pokemon because I like color palettes. And then Rachel's theme for February, I know she probably just chose it to ruin my search history, but I probably wouldn't do that theme either. But I did have a lot of fun researching and drawing it out. Bananas and the banana song? Is it a banana song? I'm sure I know what the banana song is. I'm just having a very difficult time bringing it to mind. Because, I mean, the one that comes to mind is Banana Phone. That theme is genius. Yeah, Rachel's theme is funny. I like Rachel's theme. And at some point, I'm pretty sure this year she's getting me to do Pastel Goth as well, because that was one that she suggested for the, like, a themes video. Like, I don't know, that I did at some point. And, like, everybody jumped on it, like, Pastel Goth, that's such a cool theme, and she was so chuffed with herself. She's like, yeah, the people like my ideas. I'm a wizard. I was like, where are the other two letters? There we go. We're fine. We found them. We're all good. There we go. Yeah, Pastel Goth is going to be a great theme. We're going to have a good time with that one. It's going to take such a long time doing all of the lettering for that because I know I'm going to want to do that, I don't even know. It's like, yeah, it's effectively like a Gothic style lettering font, isn't it? Yeah, lettering font. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, this shit is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Yeah, I used to say that a lot too. Anytime somebody would say like cool bananas, I'd go B-A-N-A-N-A-S. And they'd be like, yep, thank you, Jessica. Without fail, you have ruined my day. That makes sense. See, I thought banana phone, which is like ring, 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 banana phone. Doo, 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 doo. Ding, ding, ding. On ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding. Banana phone. I don't know any of the rest of the words, but it goes effectively like that. It's probably a very poor rendition. There we go. Beautiful. We have cut out our letters. Almost. Just trim this little part along here. You know, the cricket could have done this, but it's fine. That looks cute. And then we will leave these ones for a later date. Now to stick them in. So, on the... I don't want to turn back and show you Vogel's last one because there might be sensitive information. I don't know. But when I stuck them down, I think I did like 4 down and 4 in. So it was here. So each of them kind of overlaps the box slightly and like sits outside the box. Because I thought it was just cute little touch. Cute little touch there. Ooh, there you are. Found him. Mid-tape. Mid-tape. Is there a schedule for the lives? Not so much because they've been very like... last minute decision. The last one we had, the one yesterday, was scheduled because I decided that instead of making a regular Thursday video, I was gonna have a live stream instead. But mainly they've just been like after work at some point I've done a couple of them at 5 p.m. New Zealand time. This one happened at like 8:30 p.m. New Zealand time because I went out for dinner unexpectedly. Oh, I know, what a hard life. It was quite enjoyable. But I am planning on doing another one tomorrow because I thought it would be nice to do one on the weekend when people in different time zones could make it effectively. So I'm planning on doing one in approximately 11-ish hours. For anybody that wants to come back in 11-ish hours, that is just on the page. I will take it. Yeah, I'm not necessarily turning this into a month of planning with me series, but I have been enjoying doing the lives and just doing a little bit of kind of like pottering in a journal each day and getting to chat with you guys. And it's slowly but surely getting me over my, I wouldn't even say it's like a fear. It's not like a fear of live streams, but like my discomfort with being live on the internet. So I think it is good for me. It's like challenging myself. And I think on my list of, pretty sure it is, on my list of things to do this year, I do have a month of planning with me, and if I was gonna do it, February would be a kind of okay month to do it, because it is the shortest month. But I make no promises. It means I haven't slept yet. Oh no! Like, is it only a bit of a problem because, like, it's like 7 a.m. your time or something, and it would be 6 p.m.? Or is it problematic because you should have slept and won't have slept? Because I am a big advocate for sleep. She says I feel very hypocritical because, you know, me and my bedtimes, wah wah. The bedtime challenge is going interestingly. The getting up in the morning challenge isn't too bad. Today was a bit of a struggle bus because I went to bed incredibly late last night compared to when I was supposed to be going to bed, much to my dismay. But yeah, I've actually found that, like, going from the first day to the second day to the third day of going to sleep, which is supposed to be going to sleep at 10:30 p.m., I went to bed at 11, then 11:30, then 12. So I'm sincerely hoping that today we get to bed at a more reasonable hour, because I am freaking tired. Like, I think also that didn't help is that, is that yesterday, instead of going to sleep, I was playing Wordle, which I have gotten very addicted to. And I also found this, like, website that has, like, a Wordle archive, so I've been playing through all the ones I've missed, because they're up to, like, what, 229 or something now? 230? Wordle. It's a lot of fun, but it really highlights the fact that I have a hard time thinking of 5-letter words. Is anybody else playing Wordle? This music's too peaceful. Put me to sleep. Wake up. Yeah, so the way that Wordle works is effectively like you have 6 guesses at a 5-letter word. So you put in a 5-letter word, so like say first or something like that, and it'll tell you of the letters in the word you put in, which ones are correct for the word in question, and in particular which ones are in the correct place. So if they're like correct letter in the correct place, it goes green. If it's the correct like letter but in the wrong place, it goes yellow. For me, in my part of the world, it is 9:49 p.m. on the 4th of February. My go-to starter word kind of changes, so like sometimes it's tears, sometimes it's first, and today I was so chuffed. I put in my word, first, and again, I'm playing the archive, so it's not the word of the day, this is no spoilers, but it was the actual word, and I was like, literally screamed. I was like, oh my god, this is never gonna happen to me again. This is the highlight of my life. So like, sometimes it's tears, or sometimes it's first, or sometimes it's point. I don't really have like one set word that I go to. I kind of think that I should start being a little bit more, what's the word? Like with purpose. Like, intentional. I should try being a little bit more intentional about what first word I pick. I kind of want to have one that has like a lot of the most constantly used consonants rather than the most commonly used vowels, because kind of find that the consonants are a little bit more like useful almost. Like I find it more useful to have those than I find it to have the vowels. I need to restart my music. There we go. Better. Yeah, no, I think that I know that my colleague Lauren goes for adieu a lot. Adieu? Adieu? Like adieu? Is that a French word? I don't know. Me? Too high? Like in terms of sound? Or in terms of am I speaking too pitched high? I cannot speak French. Je ne parle pas français. Ah, yeah. You were right. Goodbye in French. Is it something I, something C? P. Oh, my S. Oh my god, my S. No? Is it okay? Oh my god. Scared the bejeebers out of me. Let's check. It's 2 centimeters down, and that one's 2 centimeters down. I think that maybe I didn't cut it very well, and it might be a little bit tall, but he's sitting, I think, in the right place. Also doesn't help that I think I've got the journal a little cattywampus. Here we go. Not too bad? Okay, so I'm gonna do a sneaky check and see if I can't show you part of this. This looks fairly tame. So you'll see that on these ones I put the like number for the day underneath the little, you can see they're different sizes too, eh? Like this one's quite a bit wider than that one is. I like the consistency of this. Yes, pleasing feels. So what's the date? That is the 6th, so you are the 7th. We started that on the first one in. There we go. 0, 7, 0, 8, 0, 9, 0, 10. No, not 0, 10, crazy lady. Don't do that. That would ruin your evening. There we go. 1, 3. So Vogel also decided that in the layout of his weekly, he wanted it to go like first half of the week this side, second half this side, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Personally, if I was doing this, I would have gone Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So this is why we consult with him as to how he would like his journal set up, because at the end of the day, he is the one that is using it, not me. There we go. Not too shabby. I think that looks pretty cute. Pics. Yeah, Vogel writes, he's kind of left-handed. I mean, I like to think that he really is right-handed, and he just chose wrong at childhood. According to Vogel, he was a little bit more ambidextrous when he was younger, and his teachers told him he had to pick one and stick with it. So stubborn him, liking to be an individual, decided to pick his left. But so instead of drawing like a dot and then things, he would do like a tick instead, which I find quite interesting, but that's fine. Weekly is looking good. We have an Oddish, we have a Squirtle. I think we might chuck some Pokeballs like in here and here. I know that I want to put my Cubone in, but I'm also acutely aware that it's almost 10 PM and I don't think I have the required energy to do that tonight. But we can always put like our Cubone in later, maybe chuck a couple Pokeballs in here. And put our little Mew and some more Pokeballs in there too. So that looks okay. I might actually just like stick these in so I know where they're supposed to go. And then we will see about putting them Pokeballs in. Is the lighting of the video okay? Just to check, because my computer screen has turned its night mode on, so I really can't tell if it actually looks okay. I'm hoping it does, because this is typically how I like film my regular videos as well. But I do want to make sure that the viewing pleasure is not too bad for you. All the good stuff. Words. It's the end of the week, guys. I'm not crushing it in terms of the English. Paste. I reckon it might be a paste. I think you're gonna go here. I think that would be cute for you. Like that-ish. That's gonna look alright. And we need my circle stencil. But I actually think I might sketch the Pokeballs in first, just so I roughly know what size I want. Excellent. I'm glad that the lighting is good. Because I also know that during our live stream yesterday, a couple of people were saying they, like, couldn't get the, words. Like, resolution? It's not resolution. They couldn't get it to not be blurry, effectively. So I'm glad that it's looking okay for us here today. So I'm going to have a Pokeball here, and then a Pokeball there. And we'll do one here, one there, and one there. And we'll do a biggish kind of one here, and then a smaller one there, and a smaller one here. And a smaller, a bigger, kind of medium, and a bigger one there, and a bigger little one there. And I'm like effectively treating them like bubbles. Yes, quality. Thank you. That is the word that I'm looking for. Gorge. So, reminding myself, last time I used the S size and that worked fabulously. There we go. There is only one a day for Wordle. I personally play, like the Wordle archive. So if you just Google Wordle archive, you can play all of the days that came prior, because I got myself well addicted, and I wanted to play more than just the one that I had already played. Like, I only started Wordle like 2, maybe 3 days ago now. I think, yeah, it must have been 3 days ago. I'm on to my third, like, actually playing the Wordle on the day it's released. And in those 3 days, well, in the last 2 days in particular, because I found the archive 2 days ago, I've played like 55 Wordles. I'm getting a little bit obsessed. There we go. That one is too small. We will do that one. Nothing cute. This guy needs to be a little bit littler, maybe yay little. I know I said it last time that I used this in a video, or actually even in a live, but this is one of the best purchases that I ever made for my journaling. I love my circle stencil so much. It is super handy. Because there are so many things you can use, like, circles for, right? Yeah, Wordle channel in Discord, we should do that, and everybody can post their Wordle scores, and then we can get angry at the people who get it in one and be like, how? You are a wizard. I liked seeing all of people's posts from the Wordle from a couple days ago. I don't want to give spoilers, but people were putting, like, instead of their scores, they were putting, like, suggestive faces, and it was funny. Have I gone a little bit overboard with the Pokeballs? Maybe, but I'm sure Vogel won't mind. I also want to make sure that, like, because I've obviously stuck Mew in here, I think that that will be a good amount of space between Mew and the Pokeballs. I might drop this one down a little bit because I know Mew's going to be down here. So this one might go a little bit closer to the tape. And then this one can still sit in his corner. But I want to make it look so it's like fairly evenly spaced. It's not leaving a whole bunch of blank space that will end up looking a little bit odd. No, that did not format well. But 4 out of 6 isn't bad. We can totally set up a Wordle though in the I mean technically there is a gaming one, but I don't know if that's the kind of gaming that we maybe I could make a thread, like a thread in the gaming channel. That could work. So when we drew our Pokeballs out last time, we effectively drew like a circle. Actually, okay, what I tried to do was draw like the actual outline, which was a terrible choice. So I'm just gonna draw circles and then like a circle inside the circle. That'll make it a little bit easier, And we're gonna try and make it so that they're not all like perfectly centered and stuff. You know what would do really well for drawing all these circles? A circle stencil. But I've decided that I'm gonna freehand these because I'm a masochist. That's cute. So yeah, we draw the outside circle, then we draw like a circle with a littler circle in it, make it a little fat, and then we draw the kind of band going from one side of the Pokeball to the other. And we color it in. Not too shabby. I think that looks alright. Maybe a little high, but it looks alright. There we go. Oh, I want macaroons now. Is it macaroons or macaroon? Or is it macaron? Chacaron, macaron. I'm gonna draw this one here. I need to send a message out about my friend's birthday. Don't let me forget. I have been neglecting my to-do list this week, and I am feeling very disorganized for it. Yep, circle stencil. I have a bigger preference for these because I find a compass really bloody hard to use, and also I don't like stabbing my journal. Like, having to stab into the journal and then, like, press down fairly hard, or at least I find that I have to press down pretty hard to get it to actually stay in the place that I want it. Is that a me problem? Probably, but I find the circle stencil works quite well for me. Yeah. Yeah, I would message them now. I mean, I could totally do that. Just go jump on Facebook on my computer and do it, but I'm hanging out with you lovely folks. I don't want to interrupt that. Oh, bro, that would be awesome. I need to go to Paris and have real I can't pronounce it. I'm just gonna say the yummy treats. The yummy treats. We have a French bakery, not like super close to where I work, but close enough. Delicious. Yeah, I mean, like, it is good that the compass is more compact, but I just find that with the way that I like to use them, I find it a lot easier to use a stencil, because the stencil also has like a set size. I find sometimes when I use the compass, it like expands or contracts without me realizing. So instead of a circle, I get a spiral. Which in some cases is probably pretty cool, but not usually in most of the applications that I would like to use it for, which is not ideal. gorgeous. I need to think about what I want to do for my March theme, and I know that sounds probably like super ridiculous because it's literally the 4th, but I need to put together a poll for my patrons so that they can vote on what they want my theme to be, because they get official voting rights now. Will there be more streams here? Yes. I think that our next one is going to be at about 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock, depending on when I get up tomorrow. So that'll be in approximately, attempts to do math in her head and fails, not 12 hours, because that would be 10. So then 11 hours would be 9. So it'll either be 11 hours or 10 and a half hours. Roughly that much time. I'll endeavor to actually set up a live stream. It's not an event. It's like a post. Yeah, I will endeavor to set one up after we get off this one. I think for tonight I'm going to finish off our Pokeballs and then maybe call it for the evening, because I do want to get to bed at a more reasonable hour. And it is now 10:06. I think these Pokeballs are actually looking pretty cute though. Like, they're not perfect, but they are, like, they represent the shape that I want them to represent, and thus they are a good doodle. I am a big believer that a doodle is a good doodle if people can look at it and say, yep, that's that thing, and are correct. Though low-key, I wish I hadn't drawn so many. Could have just used some bigger ones. I do this to myself pretty much constantly. Like, go in and like overcommit myself to something. Like drawing all these Pokeballs. But again, they're looking pretty cute. So they can stay. And I know that Vogel will appreciate them. He was very appreciative of his Charizard on the front cover. His Charizard and Aerodactyl are like 2 of his favorites. So he's like, oh my god, you did this for me. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Just how much I love you. Buy me dinner. Yeah, Vogel and I going out for dinner this evening was our early Valentine's Day outing, because he shall not be spending Valentine's Day with me, which we did talk about yesterday in our last live stream, but yes. No, not that sad. Drink break. Not so much because of holding them vertically. And I mainly only have to hold them vertically when I've started to blunt them, because then the tip is like not usable from one direction. Mainly what makes my hand sore is the fact that I have some kind of like a vice grip on my pen a lot of the time. So I assume you guys have one too, but like this part here on my finger, you can see like it's a little red. That's the point where my pen sits. And when I'm holding my pen, I'm usually like, "Hurr!" Which means that when I do a whole bunch of doodling, or I'd like a very doodle heavy theme, my hand does get quite sore. I just need to be a little bit more chill with my pen. Calm down. You don't have to vice grip your pen all the time. There we go. I'm not sure what's happening with those border opening things, because I kind of like, I read the news article or like post or whatever about what the plan was, but I didn't really understand the difference between some of them. It's probably just because I didn't read it properly, but I'm just confused. It's fine, I'm not planning on going anywhere anytime soon anywho. I want to go to Ohio though, so I can go see Erica. I think that would be fun. Okay, low-key, what I actually want to do, I want to, at some point, when I am much more well off than I currently am. I want to do like a Bujo Around the World series where I go and like, I don't know, go and interview people who are part of our bullet journaling community from like different places. So I could like jump over to Perth and go see Sarah of SJ Florals, and I could jump over to Ohio and see Erica of Craftinated, and I could jump over to like Canada and see whoever's in Canada. I'm bad at remembering where people are actually from. But I think it would be like a fun little series. Again, need to wait until I have a lot more money, but it would be cool. I think that'd be really fun. That'll be like Bujo Around the World. I'd probably have to bone up my interviewing skills though, because otherwise it's not going to be worth watching, but it would be a lot of fun. I think that would be cool. See, the thing is that, like, I didn't really even travel all that much. I think the only thing that really bums me out is that we were going to go to South Korea, like, right when the start of the pandemic happened, so obviously didn't get to do that. And then for 2021, we were planning on doing a trip to Japan, which, of course, couldn't happen. So I think I don't even so much miss the, traveling, it's just, like, missing the ability to do that. I was very chuffed that Vogel and I got to go to Queenstown last year, though. That was really nice. It's just nice. It's nice to see new places, just experience somewhere you haven't experienced before. Flying requirements. Oh, excellent! You'll be able to let us know. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I also find that, like, you know, with them talking about the flying, I don't know, when they're planning on opening stuff and rah, like, it's so far away that I don't even take it seriously. I'm like, yeah, sure, maybe. Big, strong, maybe it will happen. Because I know that they were saying, like, oh yeah, we're going to open up to Australia in, like, April. And now it's like, oh no, we're opening up to Australia and, or, like, people that are not New Zealand citizens or whatever from October or something. Again, I probably didn't read that article very well, so I don't really know what's going on, but that's a bit of a sad. Turn you that way. Draw those in that way. Gorgeous. I will say that at the end of this week, like, with the amount of kind of almost yelling you have to do when you're trying to teach in a mask, my throat is, like, done. I sound like a chain smoker. My throat is kind of wrecked. But that's fine. It will heal. It's okay. There we go. They're looking pretty cute. And then, like, we'll have little Cubone, little Mew. I should just leave it like that. I'll be like, there you go, Vogel. That's it done. He would probably not be so impressed. We're going to erase the pencil, color in the red, and then I think that is where we will leave it for this evening, so that I can get to bed at the reasonable hour that I am aiming for. I am being so slack with my reading, though. I have not read anywhere near enough of our book. I'm not gonna do any reading tonight because aforementioned tiredness, but I do need to get onto that because I don't want to owe Rachel dinner. Also, I think it would just be nice to actually complete the what's the thing that I'm completing? The reading challenge. There we go. Yeah. It's in 11 hours, not at 11 o'clock, because otherwise, if it was at 11 o'clock, it'll be in either 45 minutes or 12 hours and 45 minutes. But once I get off this one, though, I will endeavor to actually set up an event for it, and I'll share the event in our Discord. So if you're in the Discord, then just make sure to check that one out. yeah, so we'll see each other again in about 11 hours. Where's my red pen? In the box. And I did see your comment from before, Tobias, about the colors of the what's the thingamabob? The printables. Yeah, I thought that it would be kind of cool to try making the printables on the computer rather than just scanning my journal, because you can get a bit more consistency in the colors compared to me just scanning what's in my notebook, especially on the pages where I might have made a slight stuff up, where I ripped the page or something like that. But hopefully people like them, because I thought it was kind of cute. Is this the red that I want to use? Let me just check. Yeah, no, that looks reasonable. That looks okay. We're fine. Need to be careful. Don't want to go outside the lines. Little Pokeball. Very cute. Very cute. Good morning, Holland. And also, Melinda, is it? Good morning to you too. Right up here. Very good. Oh, Dano's here. Hello. How's it going? It is so cool that you can make it. It's morning for you. Oh, you lucky thing. You're probably like fresh and awake and just gotten off some amazing sleep. These are maybe more hopes than they are actualities. I hope that your sleep was awesome. I'm glad that you could join us here. Maybe you'll be able to join us again in approximately 11 hours. Yeah, Melinda is okay, but that's good. Yeah. I'm hoping for an amazing sleep. That is my, like, one true wish for this evening. Because I am zonked and I'm going to go outside that line. So we're going to change to the bullet tip because safety first, kids. See, look at that. Sensible choices. Excellent idea. We're going to actually continue with that because I feel like in my semi-quite tired state, I'm going to make a mistake with that brush tip. Plus, I also think that the bullet tip of this pen is more saturated because I store my Tombos, for the most part, in the, like, the Tombow case. So they're always, like, that way. I'm trying very hard to not touch my journal with the bullet end. Just, like, draw a giant red streak down the calendar. That'd be a really super great way to, like, finish up our live stream together. No, the Bujo gods have been nice tonight. They have smiled upon us. Made sure that Jess didn't stuff things up. Which is a first. Also, just because, why the heck not, if you are not already subscribed to Dano's channel, it is awesome good time. He's working in a blackout journal at the moment, and he has this really cool, like, watching journal, because I know, like, heaps of people do reading journals, which, like, is, you know, it's cool. I'm just, like, not a reader, though. I'm very much more a watcher, so the idea of somebody making a watching journal for, like, watching media is awesome. Like, I am very supportive of this. So if you haven't already, totally go check him out. He's also super cool, and he's, like, totes my buddy. BFFs. Cute little Pokeballs. Coming along well. Oh, so they do that even if they're stored horizontally, do they? That's unfortunate. I mean, like, I find that for the most part it's not really a problem. It's only for some of my, well-loved pens that it starts to kind of become an issue. And this is, like, my favorite red, so it does make sense that its tip would be a little bit more frayed, a little bit more persnickety. But, yeah, some of my pens in particular, like, not living their best lives in terms of the amount of ink in their tip. I find that if you, like, okay, we're gonna do this with all of the things on. If you hold the pen from this end and you just, like, flick it down repeatedly, you do get enough ink into the brush tip. So that's what I've been doing with, for instance, like my black Tombow, because he has seen better days. I do need a new one. And you're welcome, Dano. Yeah. Friday morning. Yep, it is Friday evening here in New Zealand. We don't have a lot of Friday evening left. It's not really Friday evening anymore, is it? It's like 10:20 at night, so it's like Friday night. The best way to spend a Friday night. Chilling with the Bujo peeps, drawing Pokeballs, drinking Coke Zero, drink break. There we go. When you don't see it on the tip marker. I haven't gotten, I think I've had like one instance of bleeding in an Archer and Olive. And that's only because I was being a dickhead and like used way too much water when I was doing a kind of watercolor-esque thing. But outside of that, it's actually really forgiving for me and my markers. If you use something like a Karen marker, which is just like super juicy, then that one has a tendency to bleed. But I found that with the Tombows, it actually holds up quite well to them for the most part. I think you could get like maybe a little bit of bleeding if you go over quite a few times, but okay, this is a big section. We can probably get the brush tip out. We can live dangerously. Neck minute, like stuffed up on the last Pokeball. We'll just color towards the edge and then get our bullet tip out. Oh, okay, what am I most excited for the monthly releases? Honestly, probably the spring collection, mostly because you guys know we have to build up that journal rainbow, and I think we have some potential contenders. Also, the designs of those notebooks are like super cute. I'm also interested in and I'm gonna say this wrong, is it Cookie Sticker Co? Because I don't know a lot about them, and so I'm excited about that release. We also have B. Harris, and I think I'm excited about the idea of B. Harris because I think that they're really cool, but they're not really like my style, so I know that that's going to be really cool for like people who appreciate that art style and stuff, but it's not going to be like for me, per se. And of course I'm like excited for March. Bring on March, bring on the March sub box. I want to start sharing sneaks of that because that's exciting. Alrighty team, this is looking cute. Obviously we don't quite have our Cubone or our Mew in, but once we do have them in, you know, fill in the little spaces that we have underneath each of those guys, this is gonna look super cute. So to recap, today we have done the decorative elements in here, like our Pokeballs and our little 2 Pokemon that we have put in, and we have done our weekly spread for next week so Vogel can start putting in his plans, we can start planning out our meals, all of the good stuff, and I think that is where we're gonna leave it because I have approximately 7 minutes to get to bed and still be on time for my challenge. I am so zonked, but this was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I had a really good time. I've been enjoying doing the lives. If you liked the video, feel free to give me a thumbs up. If you're feeling so inclined, I might just go like my own video. There we go, like my own video. Vogel salmon, he did enjoy it, but getting the packet open was very difficult. And he got salmon today as well. The restaurant actually gave us free salmon, which was pretty sweet. I am going to love you and leave you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for being here. I will see you again in approximately 11 hours if you want to come back and hang out again. Until then though, I need to erase this line because that's annoying me. And that one there. There we go. Okay, there we go. We're done. Let's see if I can remember how to turn the stream off. Good night, gorgeous humans, or good morning, depending on where you are. All the things. I will see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.